Hey guys, Janice Beam, Wellness Coach. Have you ever been so sick or so depressed or so anxious or so just miserable that you've just let it overtake everything, and when you have one, you get the other? You know, if you're worrying about something, then of course you get a cold. Or, you know, when it rains it pours, all that bad stuff keeps happening, all that misery, all that oh my gosh, like, can I catch a break moment. Does that not happen to you? It totally happens to me. So I was watching something today, and they were talking about this man who was very sick, and he was literally dying, had, months to live. And so he's just there in the hospital room, and he's doing nothing but thinking. And amidst all of his sad thoughts, it occurred to him that sadness and sickness just seem to go together, don't they? They're buddies. They hang out all the time. They, go to the bars. They do everything together. He's like, okay, well, if sadness and sickness go together, then what are the opposites of those things? What does happiness go with? It must go with health. If I am sad, then I am sick. If I am sick, then I am sad. If I am happy, then I'm working my way to being healthy. And if I'm healthy, I'm getting happy. And he made this decision in his mind. He said, okay, well, if this is where I am, I'm going to switch the thing that I have control of, which is my happiness, and that might be able to switch my health. And it did. What he did was he got all these videos that he knew were just, crazy feel-good movies, things that were going to be funny, things that were just ridiculous, that he would really enjoy, and he just watched them again and again and again and again and again. What this did, I know we all have, binge watched a series on Netflix or whatever it is to distract ourselves. That's not exactly what he was doing here. He was looking to force himself to be happy. Have you ever forced yourself to laugh? Like, just regular whatever. My husband does this a lot right now because we have kids, and he's trying to get, James to laugh or smile at. And it's the most ridiculous game. Because if you start laughing, I mean, if I start going, I'll be like, and if I'm just really forcing my laugh, somebody else starts laughing. And I start really laughing because they're laughing. And it just, it's this ending cycle, and suddenly you're all just like, oh my gosh, this is so hilarious, and I don't even know why it was so hilarious, I'm just dying. And so this guy, is that not right? So this guy, he's watching these videos that have just got him cracking up incessantly, all the time. And he got better from his terminal illness. And let's face it, even if he didn't, even if he were to die, would you rather die completely miserable thinking about how awful it's going to be to die? Or would you rather die laughing? Would you rather die enjoying the company of your family and, enjoying life for what it is, for what you do have? How do you want to go? If sadness and sickness are together, make the choice to be happy. Find something that makes you happy. Even in the moment, because happiness does not live in the past. Happiness does not live in the future. Happiness lives in literally right now, not 2 seconds from now, not thinking about that concert I'm going to go to. That's pretty cool. It doesn't actually make you happy. It's that the moment right now that you're thinking about how happy it is making you happy. You can only be happy if you are absolutely present in that moment and making yourself be happy. Right on there. Not on the toilet? Are you sure? I know some people who really enjoy a good dump, and let me tell you, it's my brother. But you can find happiness wherever. I know that was really inappropriate, but it's true. You can find the ability to make yourself smile. You can find the ability to change whatever it is. Autoimmune disorders are ultimately caused by originally a mental state. I am not saying that they're not real. I am not saying that they're not to be taken seriously, but they are to be taken with an I can change this. Not a I can't do this because I have this. If you have some kind of disease, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's autoimmune. I don't care if it's terminal. I don't care if it's what it is. Stop talking about it. Stop talking about that thing. I used to be so depressed. I have been sexually abused, and I used to talk about it all the time. And I talked about it in a way that I hoped would get people feeling sorry for me and get attention. Because that's what I wanted. I wanted love. Right? Isn't that what we do when we talk about that stuff? We want somebody to love on us and make us feel better because we have no confidence in ourselves. If we actually want somebody to love us, we have to love ourselves first. And it's true, but you have to find that in yourself. If you are exuding depression and sadness and why doesn't anybody love me, you don't want to listen to me anymore. You'll leave this conversation right now. You don't want to hear me. But if it's, I had this, and then I realized that I had to take care of myself. I realized that I had to love on myself. I realized that I had to find something more in this life. And I tell you the story. I tell you how it changed. I tell you how I'm not depressed anymore. I tell you how I'm not anxious anymore. I'm not suicidal anymore, and I don't care. And I was able to forgive the jerks who sexually abused me as a child. Because it doesn't matter anymore. Love is unconditional. It doesn't matter. You don't just love people that you like. You love people that you hate. You love people that you can't stand. You have to love everybody and start with yourself so that it doesn't matter anymore. When you do that, when you can really do that, you can get through anything. And it doesn't matter if you've been given a terminal illness. It doesn't matter what has been handed to you. You will make the most of it. And every second of your life is going to be the best day of your life. It's going to be the best moment of your life. And that's the only way you will be happy. It's not when I get enough money. It's not when I get out of college. It's not when I get the good job. It's not when I have kids. It's not when my kids get older. It's not any of those things. It is now. It is now, looking around you and seeing the abundance that you have wherever you are in life. Happiness and health go together. You take care of one, you will cause the other. Take care of them both at the same time, and it's just going to be a freaking nutcase ball of awesome. But sadness and sickness are going to pull you into the ground, and they will hang out forever. And they're the passive, easy, subconscious things that are automatically going to turn on if you're not paying attention and actively trying to be happy. Take a moment today and make yourself laugh. Look at how dumb you look when you laugh. I have to do it right now because I'm talking to you. Let me, go in front of the mirror and do this. I'm going to do it, and it's so hard for me to do because I feel so awkward right now, but I'm going to go. And at that end, I'm really laughing. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, I look like the freaking Joker when I'm laughing. But it's okay. I can make myself feel good about it. And then I build on all of the other stuff that I'm doing. You're so sweet. But I build on everything that I'm doing. I build on the ridiculous amount of exercise that I put into my life when I don't like exercise. I build on those two things. Hi, sweetheart. And I make myself more willing to eat vegetables. I make myself more conscious of taking care of myself because I know it's going to make things better.
He's awake.
He's awake? Okay, well, I better go. But do that today. Do that for real. Make yourself happy. Make yourself laugh. Because that is going to put you on the road to health. Before you exercise, before you do your nutrition, it will not get better unless you have done the first part first. Do that and say you're going to do it. And own up to it and come back and tell me that you did it. I'm giving you accountability. Get it done. I hope you have an amazing day too, Terry. I love seeing you. I love seeing all of you guys. I will talk to you later.